Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to today's stream of Rez Infinite, probably for the last time, and Balan Wonderworld. Not for the last time, as that game still has quite a bit left to go, but we're going to be crossing one task off of our little to-do list. I'm excited, and today we're going to be looking at Rez's Area X. Technically it's DLC, but really it's an independent module that was released long after the original game to kind of demonstrate what was possible with this concept using more advanced hardware, specifically graphic rendering hardware. I've heard it plays a little bit differently, and the overall aesthetic, the vibe, is going to be a little bit more advanced, more immersive than this, so I'm looking forward to that.
What are we doing first?
We're doing Rez, quick. Welcome, folks.
It says you're playing Balan Wonderworld.
Yes, that's true, because we're just going to be taking a really quick look at the Area X DLC, and then jumping straight into Balan. So, I figured that'd be best. Now, I'm also sharing to Discord, right, an output projector that should give you guys sound.
Don't hear
Is there any sound right now? Because if so, yeah, I don't hear it.
Sound effects. Yeah, hold on. I might be able to fix this. What if we create... Sev, how did you have to do it? Did you have to create an output projector or a stream output projector?
Neither, because I'm just streaming the game itself.
Ah, right.
It's Potato that did it, I think.
Oh, right.
When I do it, I just create an output projector for the capture card, and it seems to work.
Okay, well that's what I've done. Hold on. Let me see. The output projector's working. Let's see. Why don't we just try, for the sake of it, and... Wait, hold on. I can queue up some music for us on the home screen here. Can you hear this?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. We're going to have to try something different then.
It might be a
Doesn't
Discord
matter.
issue though, because I've had a lot of issues when I was trying to stream from a Chrome video.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like very dependent on Discord.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, let me try this real quick, though, the streaming output, just to make sure. How about now?
It's a black screen.
Oh god, are we not live on Twitch, or are they just seeing a black screen?
Nope, they are seeing your...
Home screen, okay.
issue.
Okay. That's good.
Check my OBS. Might have an idea of why you can't hear it.
In the meantime, Hellpoint just released a new update for Nintendo Switch.
Nice!
Patch note. Optimized both CPU and GPU drastically. Improved lighting to match the visuals on other consoles. Added dynamic resolution. Fixed a crash during dismantling specific items. Engine fixed a memory leak. Please update your game. Nice. That sounds really good.
Nothing about the final boss, though.
Nope. But people who have it on the Switch say that it made great improvement.
That is wonderful. Because
Yeah.
I do sincerely root for those fine folks. I'm glad that they've tuned a lot of things up. They do seem to be a team with a lot of heart. But alright, we're SOL. I'm sorry, folks, but we're going to have to dive into Area X like this. Again, it does play
That's
differently.
okay.
We've got a full range of motion, apparently. I'm sure this would be sick in VR. I'm sure it would also probably make me sick in VR. Let's dive in. Let's get properly immersed.
Schmerst.
I'm coming down off of reading like 2 of the worst papers I ever have in my career, so...
Oh.
Let's see.
Wanna share?
No, nothing spectacular about them. They just weren't written well, and I had to... Oh, no. Oh, we've got acceleration and reverse. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Screw you, DualShock! Ah! Oh. Oh god.
Well,
Okay.
that looks fun.
Oh yeah, no, this is gorgeous. You can tell that they really made the most of the technology they had available to them, like, you know, a couple console generations after release for this. And this is apparently the kind of visual style used in Child of Eden, a spiritual successor slash prequel to Rez that was released for the Xbox 360 and PS3 that I never got my hands on, because of course not.
Ooh, Brady, one more thing that you can try to finish this level. I see that you have output projector. You should right-click on your sources, on the source that you want to project, so your capture card source, and create source projector. That's the one I use.
Okay, so here, create source projector, you said?
Yes.
Okay, let's try that.
And then stream that one to Discord. That window.
Okay, you got it. So we'll go to Discord and change Windows just to the output projector, but then won't that mean you'll have to get the video elsewhere?
No, because the output projector should have video and audio.
I'm just seeing audio here. See?
Yeah, that's your audio input capture. You need to go to your video capture.
Capture card, I got you. Sorry. Create source projector. There we go. Finally. I'm good at both games and tech. Like a real double threat here. Look out, top ranked YouTubers. Okay. There we go. Let's try this.
Nope, still no sound.
Oh god.
Oh. Yeah, don't
Sorry.
don't worry about it. No, it's fine.
You tried. We tried.
For now, just imagine like you're at a rave where everybody is asleep and you've got a general impression of the aesthetic we've got going on with the soundtrack right now.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Oh no, and this is gorgeous, as you can see. I love all of the little, like, particle effects. Okay, this is looking a little bit more resi to me. Oh, what are you?
What are those?
The little particle
What are you?
bursts.
Who am I? What is this?
What is the one?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me no more.
Are you?
Love some good Hadaway.
Oh.
In my very first grad class, a historiography, or basically like historical methods class, I believe our first unit was titled, What is History, parentheses, Baby Don't Hurt Me.
Wow.
Yeah, my boss knows how to have fun.
Yeah. The girls just want to have fun.
This was the same boss who was like, oh god, why are you putting up with this, with the emails?
Yeah, I mean, we were all like, why do you do this to yourself?
Man, I played Immortal Unchained. I can handle some complaints.
Because you can doesn't mean you should.
Very true, but ooh,
Yeah.
look at this. I do love how, and MC mentioned this to us in a previous stream, the designs for this stages, enemies, and environments in general evoke like a pelagic theme. This looks like ocean life, a lot of it. Looks a little bit less Tron, a little bit more electroplankton. I'm all about that. Does anybody remember electroplankton?
No idea what that is.
Was a great little game released quite early in the DS's life cycle that featured a variety of weird little mini-games, like sound-based mini-games that you could play. Oh god, I've got to like track these things down and destroy them then, huh? Alright, that's the way you want it. You old cowards. You could play rhythm-based mini-games or just create your own music, your own soundscapes. with these little organisms. It was a very tech demo kind of thing, but it was a beautiful little concept. And one of the electroplankton stages, I think Hanenbo, made it into Smash Brothers as a stage.
Oh, okay.
You know, like the neon little plant structure where you can strike the platforms to get them to change their angle, and they all make a slightly different tone every time they're struck? That was electroplankton.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm basically in like a trippy dogfight. What? Really?
Uh-oh. Da-da-da-dum.
You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, you almost had it.
Yeah, yeah. So I tell you what.
Do you have a Cyberpunk DLC installed by any chance?
A Cyberpunk plugin.
It's like it's just a yellow flash drive you stick in, and all of a sudden, bam, none of your games work. Hold on, let me get you back to Streamlabs, and then I think we're going to go straight into Balan, given that experience. I will come back to this. I will come back to this. But that was a real shame. I enjoyed what we played, though. That looked very, very interesting. I liked the greater range of motion, the kind of dogfighting they tried to introduce. So strange that Rez, of all things, crashed, though.
Wait. Why do you have Avengers over yonder?
That was an advertisement for something
okay.
with PS Network, I think.
Phew.
No, I'm not playing Avengers again, and apparently neither is anybody else. They released, the most recent batch of content featuring, Hawkeye and, like, post-apocalyptic evil Hulk, and it did not go well. Man, think
Shocked.
how much money a project like Marvel's Avengers cost. Think how many man-hours, and they did not even come close to making ROI on that. Not like I could speak, we're playing a game that unfortunately seems to have done even worse, which I think is just criminal.
Yeah.
We need more games like this and far, far, far fewer like Marvel's Avengers. Hot take of the day.
Yep.
So let's continue our journey through this lovely little carnival. A journey into the mind of a clown. Don't be scared. You know what this game also reminds me of very, very lightly in its theming and stage design? This is gonna feel like it comes out of nowhere, but Wario World for the GameCube. It also had worlds, big sprawling stages divided into weird exotic theming, larger than life, kind of eccentric bosses. Oh my god, is this a haunted house attraction? Yes. Yes.
Rough.
Okay, please. Please, Balan Wonderworld, don't ruin this for me. This could be beautiful. A haunted house in, Oh, look at this panda. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A haunted house in the middle of an amusement park. That's gotta be a slam dunk. Come on now. Oh wait, hold on. So sorry, we actually probably want to go back to the Isle of Thames real quick, because I want to grab a snow fairy and/or an air cat, so that we've got that additional mobility in the air, because those two costumes were responsible for us getting about half the trophies we did over the past few stages. So what are you guys doing right now? Potato, you've been able to relax since
I'm just
podcast ended?
chilling.
Just chillin'.
Chilling.
Oh,
Chinchillin'.
chinchillas are the best.
Oh, they're so cute.
And so soft.
Yeah, my
enjoy
uncle
it.
used to breed them.
Oh, lovely.
He had like hundreds of them.
They are so amazing. Also incredibly acrobatic little critters.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Also super
I
cute
just
when you give them like food and then they hold it with their little hands as well.
yes.
Aww, like squirrels.
Yeah, except fat.
Thick.
Squirrels.
Well, I mean, we've got fat squirrels around here.
Yeah, but not like that.
No, but I mean, like in Tennessee, like in my childhood home, in my parents' home, or around my parents' home, we would occasionally see squirrels that were so large they sometimes seemed to have trouble climbing trees.
Aww, how cute.
Now,
Squirrels that cannot survive without humans anymore.
indeed.
Darwinism.
What have you been doing, Seth?
Finishing Catherine, and also I just sold a pair of skates.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, trying to declutter as much as possible before I move, since I move in 2 weeks.
You enjoy skating, though?
I bought them, I tried skating twice, and basically I had to have my boyfriend at the time hold my hand the entire time because I was afraid. So,
Yeah.
yes. No.
Are they ice skates or like regular inline roller skates?
They're not inline, they're one of those old-fashioned kind of skates. You know, those that have like 2x2.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
I never could get used to those.
Really, for me, they're much more comfy than the whatchamacallit?
The inlines?
Oh, finally, I finished it. The inlines, yes. Sorry, I was trying to finish the last row and yeah, and think at the same time. That did not end well.
What are we being chased by this time?
Time.
Okay, so it was a regular stage.
Yeah.
Okay,
Reach the top where there is a cathedral, because there I will find the true freedom.
the clown suit is actually kind of charming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, MC, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing
Yo,
well. Hope you had a
MC.
good evening.
Hey, MC.
Oh no, this is not what we want. We I think, want to go back to the first stage, because that may be the only place we can get the ice fairy. Which is a shame, because as far as overall maneuverability goes, it's the best suit in the game. Wah-hey. Some suits are kind of hard to come by, so you've really got to take care of the ones that you do acquire. If he says completely exhausted but had a good day otherwise, I feel you, much the same over here. I think for all of us, right? Yeah, I think we're going to have to go back to the first stage for a couple Snow Fairy suits. Izzy says, barely awake stream team? Yeah, you don't know the half.
I don't know. It's been a week.
It has, it really has. If there's one thing I've learned this semester, it's that online education just straight up does not work.
This week is like the end of the sprint week, where we have a lot of planning meetings and retro meetings and stuff like that, so it's just like, hi Bunny.
Non-stop. Hey, Bunny, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. MCS, did you complete Res? No, we made it a ways into Area X, and I was having a pretty great time, and then the game crashed on us. So, now we're doing this. Which,
The game decided he played enough for today.
yeah, which, fair enough. Can we make the jump? No, we can't make the jump. Ah, Christ. Lift that. Run. Funny says, doing well trying to get into FPS games, but can't find a good one to start with. Any recommendations, crew?
Depends on what are you looking for. You want something that is more PG or something more serious?
Yeah, what vibe or and what style are
Yeah.
you looking for? Like a cover shooter or an old school Doom-esque, like really aggressive action shooter? Many different types. MC says Area X could be slightly unstable, but it's rare. Of course it would happen on stream, right? It's beautiful though. It's really something to see visually.
If you want like a cutesy FPS game that is not like too serious, you can try Splatoon.
Oh yeah, people love Splatoon.
Yeah, if you want something that is like a proper shooter, you can try Borderlands. That is
Yeah.
definitely 18 plus, because it's very graphically violent and has a very mature humor.
It's beautifully vulgar.
Yeah.
If I may suggest a game, Immortal Unchained.
Well, actually, I'd be right on board with that, but it's a third-person shooter.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the only problem with that.
It's also a third-person concept, like removed from the original creators by 2 or 3 degrees.
Yeah.
Bunny says PG, please. Okay, Splatoon then is probably, and it's not first-person necessarily, or certainly not
Yeah.
all the time, but it's probably your best bet, especially considering the hardware you got access to. NC says Metro if you want a high-quality slight horror FPS. Yep, that is true. Metro's good stuff. I don't play a lot of shooters myself. Certainly not FPSs. Come on, just gotta make it to the snow ferry so I can maneuver again. Definitely.
But yeah, it's a bit
Okay.
hard to think of PG shooters because shooters by definition are not really PG.
No.
So I would say Splatoon would be your best bet. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there aren't that many options at
Kinda.
all. Oh, potato, you didn't.
I mean, it fits what she wants. It's a bad choice, but it's a choice.
Wait, what did you suggest?
Hey,
Or
Jiffy
like-
Man, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Bunny says I've
Hi,
been watching a
Jiffy.
lot of people play COD recently, but I know I won't be able to get my hands on that. Well, the more recent COD games really aren't spectacular. There's a lot of
Yeah.
reiteration and iteration in those games. So usually, a lot of it's unchanged from year to year. I would not consider them worth the price of purchase myself, and I have no issues with
Agree.
much of the content.
COD War, completely free to play. It's a battle royale, but it's still free to play.
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't call that PG.
MC says COD is the poor man's FPS. No, COD is like the everyman's FPS. It's like, if you're tangentially familiar with video games, it's the one you know. And it delivers a perfectly solid product. You know, I hate these, but let's see if we can't get a trophy from this. Just while we're here. Balan looks like he would make a perfect mascot for like a children's television network, doesn't he?
Definitely.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. I lack the words to describe how much I've grown to hate these sequences. Like those really low review scores I generally disagreed with, the 2s and 3s and what have you. If they had said it's entirely because of the Balan bounce, I might understand. MC says, now that you saw Area X, how much more do you hate the Balan minigame? No more. They're very different things. These are essentially just cutscenes, and I hate them. Damn it! Damn it all! You're off by a hair, and guess what? It's not even if you miss a prompt. If you don't get the highest grade on every single prompt, you don't get your trophy. Oh god, fuck these. Yep, well, we're not getting that time. Again, I've decided I'm just going to have to come back off stream and, like, farm those until we get them all. Bunny says, my parents are rather restrictive, so getting into this genre could prove to be challenging. Yeah, potentially so, if you're looking to get into shooters.
Yeah.
If it's any consolation, many of them aren't very good. Wait, hold on.
Unfortunately, the best FPS are the ones that are definitely mature content, so if your parents are not okay with that, it's very hard to get
Not
into
uniformly. If you've got older hardware or can access it, there's GoldenEye, and inspired by its mechanics, the Time Splitters franchise, which were largely released on consoles 2 generations ago. And Time Splitters 2 is one of my favorite shooters of all time.
That is not a bad suggestion, yeah.
Alright, now that we've got some mobility, let's take on the haunted house. So guys, I've just done some math, or I've done the math in my head.
Math, okay.
If they continue... if they continue apace, there will be somewhere in the neighborhood of... Since now many stages have 2 of them, around 35, or 33 to 35 Balan bout minigames in the entire game. That's obscene.
Cool.
Oh, look at
That
this.
is something that we definitely want to see, right?
Oh no, you ain't seeing that. Look at this environment though. This visually again, all of the areas are so cute.
Mm-hmm. Math's disgusting.
No, math can be fun if you got a good teacher.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, definitely. Pajanin.
You're I meant my high school teacher.
Yeah, my high school teacher was actually quite good as well. Actually, last night I had a nightmare in which I was finishing high school and I realized that I would never see my math teacher and I started crying in my sleep.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That sounds fun.
Math was always my least favorite subject, not because I wasn't particularly good at it. I actually was. I just didn't find it, even when I had solid teachers, as engaging as, like, my humanities or social science classes. Oh, what is this? Pounding robot, really? Really?
Actually had exactly the opposite experience, but that was mostly because I had very sucky teachers from all of my humanity subjects.
I get that, for sure.
However, there was one that I liked. Actually, I liked philosophy quite a lot.
Really?
The teacher was the same teacher that was holding history classes. But he was much more interested in the subject. So he was a history and philosophy teacher, but he has a PhD in philosophy, and that was something that he enjoyed more. And it made such a huge difference in his teaching style that it was incredible. So I genuinely enjoyed philosophy. I even went to extracurricular classes for philosophy that was held by him, just because I enjoyed it so much.
Well, that's wonderful.
History, I could not stand history with him.
Well, I am increasingly getting to the same place with history, and that's my job. So it wasn't just that teacher, it wasn't just you.
Yeah.
I love that we went, though, from Pounding Pig to basically the same thing, but can destroy iron blocks, Pounding Robot. Pounding Robot is far less, objectionable than Pounding Pig, however. Bonnie says, I'm still getting through school myself, don't particularly like any of my subjects, but I do have a bit of fun when I'm assigned projects. Well, and, like, your academic environment is very, very different, and I can tell you, having been schooled in that style for part of my life myself, I didn't enjoy anything without a classroom aspect myself. And hey, guess what? During the pandemic, with all of the shutdown, I still don't appreciate or enjoy any kind of academic activity I engage in outside of
and you're
a
a
classroom.
teacher.
Yes, that's right. I friggin' hate having to work for the classes I teach without being physically present with students. It's just not my thing.
Oh, so if I can imagine Pajanin would enjoy this, he would just have a pre-recorded
Yeah.
lesson
Yeah.
and just play it on Zoom.
Oh, definitely. Pajnin was our math teacher in college. And Potato, me, and I think like
10 more
9.
people.
Yeah,
There was 12 of us.
Right. Yeah, that's why we were the apostles. Yeah.
The apostles?
Yeah, that was an actual thing. And everybody in our generation knew us because of that. So we were the apostles.
The only 12 people out of like 85 that would come to his classes and not go to a different teacher.
Yeah, because everyone else went to someone else. Because we didn't have mandatory attendance. So you could basically, if you don't like your teacher, you can go to some other teacher that is holding the class at the same time.
Huh, that's
The
interesting.
problem is that the seating is quite limited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there was this one teacher that was young and hip and super popular, and in a room that can hold up until 100 students, there were like 400 of them.
Oh,
People
no.
literally sitting on the floor. Yeah, that was just shit. And I said, I don't need this in my life. I wanna sit like a human being and listen.
Yep.
And to be fair, the classes increased in their quality. Yeah, quite a lot after there was just the 10 of us.
Yeah, we
12
actually
of
had
us.
like a theory that he like was doing it badly on purpose at the beginning just to make people leave so he can have like 10, 20 students. Because like where most professors would like just go and show you examples on the board and do the whole class, he would
Yeah.
just talk a little bit and then call us to the like front of the class and just have us solve
Work
the
through it,
equations and
yeah.
everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
nice.
Exactly.
Which wasn't because he thought it would teach us better, it was because he didn't want to do it himself, he was lazy.
Yeah, exactly.
But he was a good teacher.
He was a teacher.
He
Yeah.
was a teacher who existed.
We actually had like a test one day.
Uh-huh.
And we got like the assistants came and posted like the seating chart where we sit
Right.
for his class for math, and he was like doing like I think it was like a 2-hour class, or was it 3?
3
that day.
is standard a lot of
it's 3.
places, like a seminar.
And like at the end, like the last 5 minutes, he's, oh, what's this piece of paper on the door? Oh, you have a test today. What from? Math. Oh, good luck. And he just left.
Oh!
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
Thank you.
Oh, and his assistant, the one that was like, we had classes with her, which she would do like practical.
Oh my
Huh?
god, yeah.
She was like fresh out of college
Mm-hmm.
and super fucking nervous. Like if you asked her a question, she'd just be shaking. She'd start shaking.
Oh, that sounds like me. That sounds exactly like my style.
Yeah,
Oh.
I completely forgot about the teaching assistants. Yeah, that's basically what you're doing, right? And once a week we would have one class with them where they would give us the examples, because usually math classes, at least on our level in college, were just theory. So just theory and proving the theory. So
And
that was it.
yeah, that was largely what I did until the pandemic broke out.
Yeah, and it was really unnerving for us because we were used to, high school type of math where you would just get a formula to solve the thingies and that would be it. But in college, you learn only theory, and then like proving the theory with 30 different letters or something, and then suddenly in the exam you get a bunch of problems and you're like, I have no idea if we even learned this, like what the hell is this? So
Yeah, that sounds like math, all right.
yeah,
Like during the exam, in the whole exam you would have about 6 numbers, and those were like assignment numbers.
Oof.
Yeah, it was. Not
Let's
fun.
see. Bunny says
Math
working
kicked my ass in college.
on a presentation in my argumentative essay I've written on GMOs. Very nice. Good argumentative or analytical writing skills are absolutely key, especially in what I do, because that's 90% of what I end up deducting points for is poor composition or poor composition of, say, theses or the like. Very rarely is it because somebody just gets information wrong. And MC says fixed some math today. Right on.
We actually had a colleague in college who corrected the math teacher,
Oh, nice.
and the math teacher was like, looks at it, goes like, no, it's not wrong, and then calls him to the board. He actually fixes it for him, and then he's like, oh, damn, you were right. And then for the rest of the semester, he would be like, yeah, you come to the board. I have something special for you. And he'd give him like the hardest thing he can find. And the guy was like,
Like
really
out of
worried.
spite, or
Yeah, mostly out of spite.
speaking of spite,
Yeah.
have a look.
Oh. Oh, but he he calls him to the board saying he has something special for him. He looks a bit worried. He dictates the whole like what he needs to solve, and he just looks at the professor and says, "That's it," and then solves it. I don't know if you remember that, Seth. If you're even here.
are we talking about Yagar?
No, not Yaga. The other one. I can't remember his name.
Bunny says, I had no intentions of attending any sort of schooling other than homeschooling till college, even before the pandemic started. Well, I am quite certain... Damn it, I'm getting all of these wrong. Like it matters. Fuck these minigames. I'm certain you'll probably have a very positive experience in college. Most people do with their undergrads. You're given a great deal of liberty to study what you want, how you like, and you'll have really high-quality teachers for the most part, no matter where you go in the U.S. Public higher ed system. I promise you that.
Yeah, Brady, that's not why people have fun in college.
Well, no, but it makes the academic experience way more pleasant, I think. And it was why I went to college. I had fun because of that, but I'm weird. MC says the most important part about school is establishing social skills. God damn it, how tight do they want me to be with this timing? When it comes to earlier stages of schooling, like primary and secondary schooling, I think that's absolutely true. And a lot of the negative experiences I had with my formative schooling tied to or pertained to the fact that they either did not encourage that whatsoever or outright attempted to indoctrinate students. Yeah, I got a grade, who cares? That was my homeschooling experience in a nutshell. I've talked about that on stream before. MC says, I hated homeschooling but also hated school until university. Oh good, there's 6 prompts now. Oh, why do these exist? Anything of note over there? Nope. And there was, we would have needed our teleporter to pass through a grate down here and grab a trophy. Go ahead, Seth.
I like it how you said that you're gonna get high quality educators in college no matter where you go in the States, because in Croatia it's a little bit different. Well, like, there are quite a lot of high quality educators on college level, of course.
Right.
But there is quite a lot of them who actually failed in whatever field they were, they are in research.
Mm-hmm.
And ended up being professors because of that.
Huh.
So basically, you have a lot of professors who hate their jobs because it basically means that they failed in being a researcher or engineer or whatever the fuck, and has to settle for a teaching job. So yeah.
So I only ever saw one instructor like that, and that's because he came from an Ivy League university where I believe he taught and was constantly miserable over the fact that he wasn't still there. And it wasn't because he wasn't good enough, there just, weren't enough jobs. Was a very smart guy, but man, he hated having to work in Tennessee.
I liked my other college because like 90% of the teachers were young and had like recent experience in like the industry, and a few of them actually like also work for tech companies, and they kind of use the their teaching job to like recruit those really good students for the companies that they work for. And like the classes I had, like the worst experience was where the teachers were like old and were just like, oh, this has to be done like this, and this is like,
Yeah.
it has to be exactly like I say, and nothing else. And blah, blah,
Yeah.
MC
And
says,
with IT, that's really difficult.
Yeah. Bless you.
Bless you.
Sorry.
MC says, I studied math for years, but learned a lot of it by myself. Quaternions for the win. I am very glad I don't know off the top of my head what that means. The math I had to take was stats and probability. That was it in college, actually.
It was the first math class, like stats and probability, that I passed without studying because it was just super easy. And it felt like that was a reward after basically 2 years of struggling with math in college, because they were so hard, like the regular math classes, like algebra 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you get statistics and probability as your next like math class that you have to take, and it's super easy, and I was like, yes, I'm smart.
So you say that, and it is one of, I want to say off the top of my head, 4 classes I've ever taken in my entire life I got anything other than an A in.
Oh wow. Oh,
I don't
sorry.
know,
Along
kind of
with
enjoyed
Bio 2, which I only got a high B in because there was an issue with the registration that accidentally sent me to an online section of it instead of a physical section, and for like a class where you're normally doing dissections and the like, that's really hard to convert, Macro Econ, and I want to say Ancient Egyptian History, but that's only because I couldn't complete this massive project that was worth 10% of our grade, because I nearly died that semester, so... I was quite happy with, like, the 89 I got. Hey, Invader Dre, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I'm actually enjoying this game quite a lot. We went in a little skeptical, but for what it is, this is a very, very charming little puzzle platformer. We're going to stay away from the Balan bout, because they're just the worst. MC says Macro Econ was fun. Yeah, I had a great professor. The whole class struggled because the university mandated he teach using, like, a suite of technology and, like, integrated learning devised by, like, a textbook company. And after the whole class really struggled with our first 2 exams, he basically said, screw it, we're doing it my way. And we all did exceptionally well in the back half of the class.
Interesting.
He was great. He was this, like, bombed-out old hippie who also, like, taught political science. And looked and acted like modeled himself after the dude from The Big Lebowski. He was awesome.
Oh, nice.
MC also asked, did you ever have any rotations in 3D space to do? No. Again, my education has not been based around math substantially at all, and I'm quite grateful for that. Writing and, like, oh god. Analysis are kind of the skills that were really heavily emphasized in my education. Writing and, like, critical analysis. Am I going to have to get on top of this somehow? Oh, yeah, I am. Well, I say that, but there's not really anything here. Well, we're missing plenty of trophies, but that's usually the way our first run-through of these stages go. So why don't we just press on and see what exactly is wrong with our love-struck clown. Oh, and I found out all of these characters we've been helping do have actual canon names. They're just not listed anywhere but in the cutscene theater.
Oh, okay.
Where they're given, like, full
Makes
names
sense.
very, very briefly. Yeah. But, okay. Let's see what we're up against here. Oh, the cleanup streams for Balan Wonderworld are gonna take ages, ain't they? At least I think we got all of
sure
that
you wanna
world's
do that?
costume. Oh, yeah. We're 100%ing this thing. The only thing I won't do on screen are the Balan bouts, because those are going to cause an absolute breakdown in me if I try for that. We're heading on to the paint-themed world next. Love a good clown. Oh, so she's not an actual princess. She's someone else, like a face actor employed at the same amusement park. Nice. So... So what's his problem? Is he just also feeling insecure about the affection he feels for someone else? Like our last host? Alright, fine. Looks like he's in some kind of mech, though. That's gonna be fun, right? MC says, get clowned. Oh, yeah, I actually love clowns. I love clowns and I love carnivals. What's it gonna be? Oh, nice. It's a clown cannon.
Hey! I mean, what?
No. Damn it, we lost our ice fairies again. Gonna have to go back and get more of them. So, clearly we use the ghost to survive. Survive the swamp. Or the toxin, I should say. Oh, that's something we can strike. So we can strike the missiles to deflect them. Okay, let's see. Here we go again. We can parry the... Well, we should be able to parry those. Sorry, folks, I'm not doing too well right now. At least this boss's attacks on the whole are very, very easy to avoid. Alright, here we go. There we are. Perfect. Vader Dre says, I've seen all the cutscenes and it's always fun playing Where's Waldo with Balan in them. Yeah, it is really neat how he appears once per world, or per cutscene. Okay, can we... Yep, we can slow down the barrier. And then use our little ghosty. Oh, we missed it. But that's what we were supposed to do. Slow down the spears, then use the ghost to, strike the boss's core. Damn it. Okay, at least we've got this one back. Not like we can use this boss, or this suit for much here, but we do have it. Okay, gonna try for the spears again, or no? Okay, well, we just got screwed. Okay, good. Good. I like the design of this boss, if not the fact that it seems much harder to get its trophies than most. Oh, damn it! Shoot! Well, we're only gonna be able to get one trophy here. Because we totally lost the ghost. Ugh. And it just keeps plowing through us. This one doesn't seem to have as much of a pattern as previous bosses do, though that might just be me. Alright. Oh no. Okay. Well, we are just sucking unbelievably today.
Yeah, hey Seth, there's a
Yeah?
humble VR bundle. Some of the stuff it has is Surgeon Simulator, Experience Reality, Star Trek Bridge Crew.
Ooh!
Another thing I think might interest you is Borderlands 2 VR.
Oh, nice.
Bridge Crew is actually really fun for what it is. Let's try this again. Good. Good.
Oh, Jiffy Man says, well, it's time for me to go. Have a good stream.
Alright, thank you so
Bye,
much for
Jiffy
joining
Man.
us. Have a great
Bye-bye.
rest of your day, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this again several times, probably. Okay, I can see one issue that's coming up, like, in later game stages, or, like, navigational challenges. They provide you, throughout, like, entire stages or worlds, only, like, 1 or 2 copies of a suit, unless you hang around long enough to just farm it from the same dispenser. And if you lose those suits, like, trying to complete navigational challenges or what have you, you're screwed. You've got to go back to that stage and farm them again.
That sounds spooky.
I'm gonna be leaving as well.
Alright,
Oh,
thanks for
no!
joining us, Potato.
Okay,
Take care.
bye.
Oh, and MC says,
night.
I see you have no spoilers and no backseating. Is that recent? Yeah, I just expanded my tags recently. Just thought I could make the streams a little bit more descriptive and easy to find, probably. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, we can... Nice! We can disrupt the boss. Sick!
I will have to go as well because I have a meeting early in the morning. So
Alright, Seth, no worries.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining. Have a great
yeah,
rest of your night
have a
now.
nice stream.
And
Bye.
have a good day at work tomorrow. Okay, so we were able to get 2 of the boss's trophies. That's not a total wash. It certainly could be worse. And you know what time it is. I will never get tired of this. Best part of the game. Admittedly, aside from the weird little panda spheres, these costumes look like they fit this type of setting, this type of musical number, far, far more. I don't think the costume designs have been really disturbing, or uncomfortable in any world except maybe Farmer Ted's. Well, there we go. We helped him face his fears, somehow. MC says, I think the panda things are like Japanese, clown, accoutrements. I gotcha. That would make sense. Again, I'm blown away by the visuals in these cutscenes. They are fantastic. How cute. Well, we got a couple trophies out of it, at least. MC says they look a bit Final Fantasy. Yeah, they really do, and I like that. I like Final Fantasy visuals, to be honest. If I'm being honest, the Final Fantasy series on the whole, especially of late, has some of the best visual design I've ever seen in video games. I know that they're often accused of using designs that are too busy, or rather of over-design. But when it comes to visuals, I think it's very difficult to reach a point that would actually be considered, like, out-and-out over-design, myself. Well, real quick, let's grab a couple more snow fairies, because they're one of two costumes in the game that really seem to let us, not exactly hover, but get significant mid-air mobility. MC says Raspberry X has the best design if it didn't crash. I like its visuals quite a bit. I wouldn't say they're the best I've ever seen, though. Definitely up there, though, and distinctive. That's what I like about Rez's visual style, is it is very emblematic of the game or of the property, and nothing, I shouldn't say nothing else, but few things look quite like it. Oh, that's nice. When you revisit stages like this, they drop you off at the checkpoint you left from. Makes exploration a lot easier. Let's explore just enough to grab a couple more keys and let that respawn. MC says, remember the main screen of Rez in the... Yeah, the girls in the game is the final boss. I figured as much. Sorry, we're just kind of having to farm here, but it's worth it. These suits are really worth it. Vader Dre says, I've gotten more of the sense that you solve the host less solve the host problems, and more that you're giving support to the host so they could solve or get through their problems themselves. I'm sure that's what they're going for. I am positive that's what they're going for. But really, the kind of psychedelic presentation and lack of plot, and I'm a lore hound myself. I love complex, rich stories and world building in games, but I would argue that the relative lack of concrete plot may actually be in this game's best interests. They could, and honestly probably should, develop all of those characters more, but something about the way it's presented makes this work, even though it really shouldn't. I'm sorry, I know that's a little vague in and of itself, but that's kind of where I'm at with this game. There's a lot of things here that shouldn't work but do, largely due to the game's incredible amount of, like, heart and charm. Now that we've got some ice fairy suits, let's see what our artist's problem is. MC says we came to the conclusion that it was about beating the physical shit out of characters while Balan beat the psychological aspects until the people realize how they could solve the issue. Well, the interesting thing is, obviously, they use the term balance in promotional materials, right? Like, we're restoring balance to people's lives. But in many cases, it seems more abstract than that. We're restoring, like, confidence or hope. Like, in the last scenario, the afflicted individual didn't really have to do anything. He just had to muster up his courage, and it just so happened that his affections were reciprocated, and that's really nice. That's really sweet. We didn't do anything. So, yeah, a lot of the connections here are abstract, and I'm curious as to whether or not they had intended to provide more concrete reasoning behind each of these characters and why we're going through their mental worlds a la Psychonauts. I feel like they probably did. Oh, wow. Okay, this is impressive. I like the staircases. Very Escherian. I have a feeling I'm going to like this world quite a lot. Hello, octopi. Hello, not tails. Ah, invisible platform, eh? Well, I can grab it all the same. That's what I love about Snow Fairy and Aircat, is they effectively just let you break the game. I do like that starting around maybe World 5, each of the environments we've journeyed through is really distinctive. A lot of them were very lightly joined by kind of this arboreal, forested theme beforehand, or like a grassland theme. But we're really developing a distinct identity for each of these stages now, and I like that quite a lot. Oh, X-Ray Ape, so this will let us see. Invader Dre says there's a book if you're interested. Nice, nice. I like that there's tie-in, or some tie-in merch. Yep, this allows us to see those invisible platforms, and hey, a second statue. Well, these were easy. Feels like something that could be translated into like an animated series or a film really easily. I hope that this property gets a second shot as a video game, though, because, again, I rather like what we've played. Which, surprise, surprise, puts me in the minority when it comes to analysts online. And I would really like to see what they could do with a second stab at this, with maybe a bit more polish.